Okay, I promised myself I wouldn't get involved in this, but I'm going to. I have to. Janet just sent me an email where there's a Change.org petition to ban Ivan Balabanov from entering England because of animal cruelty practices. Now, I've looked up and tried to find any animal cruelty practices that were charged against him, and I couldn't find any. Which doesn't surprise me, because the maniacal, purely positive, force-free ideology is a cult made up of liars, and they perpetuate lies as they are here. They perpetuate it in dog training, that every single dog in the world can be trained, any issue can be trained using purely positive, force-free methods. Yet, in a video that I called the king of the kooks, Zach George, out on, he clearly stated that every dog trainer he knows has had to use aversives at some point or another. Clearly. And whether those aversives are prong collars, e-collars, spatial pressure, leashes, withholding of food, anything, they are aversives nonetheless. Aversives are powerful motivators in training dogs. Now, most trainers, real trainers, not force-free trainers, real trainers, use positive methods. They use luring and shaping, they move along, they use corrections, and then they use aversives, 100%, right? When it's needed, we 100% will employ those tactics because we know it's for the benefit of the dog. But I digress. The ideology, the cult mentality that we're talking about here is now petitioning, which it's amazing to me. Well, it's not amazing because Change.org is a horrible, horrible organization. It's amazing to me that anyone would even take on a petition like this, that anyone could prejudice against someone and lie about them and get even one signature. Equally as confusing it is to me how people like Zach George have even one follower on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram. Surprising to me. It shows to me that either people love to see him failing or they're really stupid. Now, interestingly enough, every time I post something against Zach, I gain a lot of followers, not as many as I gain when he posts something against me, but a lot of people really want the truth. They really want the answers. And those answers lie in trainers like myself, real dog trainers who have real proven results, real track records, right? We're not social media stars. I mean, I am now, I guess, but I am a dog trainer. I have been for many years. I've worked with very difficult dogs. I've worked with dogs in our nation's shelters that other people would not touch. Also, a little bit of side information, I did that only with slip leads and treats. Now, yes, there were corrections, yes, there were aversives, but they weren't prong collars and e-collars, which goes to show you that an aversive can be anything. Like Zach showed you, even that spatial pressure, which he needed to keep his dog safe. And I applaud him for doing it. But I do not applaud people who try to get in the way of a person's livelihood and a person's freedom. Those are two things when I'm going to fight. And it has nothing to do with me. Ivan and I have nothing. Well, Ivan and I have two things in common. We both train dogs and we're both men, unlike a lot of you guys on the other side. Now, it gets in my way because when you come for one and then another, people cling on to stupid ideologies. It's happened many times in history. Stupid, stupid ideologies that you think would never, ever go anywhere catch root with many stupid, stupid people. So what I'm asking you to do is, if you're on the purely positive side, is take a second and think about this for a second. What if real dog trainers would have a petition against you and disallow you from entering a country or disallow you from using treats or toys in training? What if somebody said you're not allowed to use toys in training anymore? Starting now, we're going to ban it. It's psychological abuse. They could easily cite some kind of a flawed study, survey, or whatever, right? That's easy to do. There are tons of studies out there. You just have to pick the science. You pick what science you want to believe in. I'm telling you to open your mind and not be swayed by any of it. Open your mind, be compassionate, shut down these kooks. Shut them down, stop it for the benefit of dogs everywhere.